Hey guys, welcome to another language stream. As you guys all know, the number one viewed stream on my channel is the one where I taught Vietnamese. And there's just something about languages, right? It's just so interesting, and I think it's a niche in the market that we're exploiting at the moment. And I just thought this is a great opportunity for me to give back to you guys, because I have had so many requests saying, oh my god, teach us how to, speak English. No, sorry, sorry. 来たよ. And I just thought, great, if that is something I can contribute and something I can help you guys with, I would be more than happy to. So today I'm taking specific recordings of you guys, and I'm going to check in with each and every one of you who submitted a self-introduction voice recording through Discord. I'm going to be rating your speaking skills and giving you some free English speaking tips. Okay, let me just open something up real quick to look at the chat. Okay, there we go. Expected more people submit. It's okay, we can go into the very small details. Oh, by the way, if you guys are watching this not live and you want some quick tips right now and not have to wait for an hour, immediate tip I'm going to say to everybody so that I don't waste their time when they click on this video is, my number one tip: watch YouTube videos of a topic that you're interested in. I don't care if you don't understand it, okay? I don't care if you're like, I hear it but I don't understand a single word, or I'm too low a level or anything. I don't care, okay? Just listen to it, just watch it day in, day out, and you're gonna get better at it. And I know you guys are like, wait, but that's more about listening. It's not, because the way children, or like humans in general, I guess, learn languages is through input mostly. As much as you think, oh, I have to like speak all the time to be fluent, while that is the case, that is true, that practice makes perfect, what you gotta start first is with listening. So you gotta absorb the right pronunciation, and then that will allow your brain to imitate and reproduce those sounds when you do practice speaking, okay? So that out of the way, now I'm going to specifically go into each one of these. Okay. So firstly, kaya. Diba kayanya? Yung na.
Hi, Crow.
Hi.
How's it going? You can call me Kyle.
Oh.
I'm born and raised in Hanoi just like you.
Okay.
I'm also multilingual since I speak a little French.
Oh,
Vous idiot, mon ami.
Oh,
See I flex there? Anyway, I'm making this up on the go, and this is totally scriptless. Please go easy on me.
Oh my god, first of all, you have a really hot voice. Okay, I want to bang that right now. Very hot, very slimy, wet voice. I'm into that. If there is anything, I would say that you need to have a little bit more confidence in your speech, because I know those people, right? When you talk like that, I feel like there's a little bit of lack of confidence. You gotta have more confidence when you speak, and I know it's difficult. Like when I'm speaking Japanese, I notice that I mumble a little bit more. I blur my sounds a little bit more, trying to like avoid making mistakes. Like your T sound is a little bit blurred, but I don't think it's because you can't do it, but I think it's because you're like not confident about it. So I need you to have a little bit more huzzah, I don't care, like whatever, I'm gonna make mistakes, I'm gonna sound hot doing it, because you do sound hot. So he needs to speak more clearly. Exactly. So what I mean is, he doesn't lack the skills, right? I can hear that he can pronounce and produce every sound that is needed in English speaking, but what he's lacking is confidence and clarity. And the reason why he lacks clarity is because he lacks confidence, right? Sometimes when we listen to native speakers, they do blur their sounds, they do there's like a word for it. I forgot. But it's like the stringing of two sounds together. And that happens naturally. But it always helps to be able to say things clearly first. And then you can go into that sort of blurring together later. So it's sort of like it's sort of like playing the piano, you know? So instead of playing the piece first, like the bumblebee, some shit, like the piece, right? You gotta be, if you're able to play it slowly, you'll be able to play it quickly. That's what I'm like trying to say. So he needs to be one for better confidence, exactly. Faster pacing and clarity. The faster pacing comes afterwards. So it's like playing the piano, right? You don't have to speak at first. Just speak clearly. And then the more you practice, the more natural you get at it. And it becomes second nature. And it just becomes muscle memory at that point. Your mouth, will naturally produce those sounds without you being super aware or careful about it. So at first, nail down the pronunciations. Have a lot of confidence in yourself. Don't care about making mistakes. Oftentimes, when you try to sound clearer, it's much better. Okay. Bakaneko. You can still participate if you want.
Hola, KROWKO and Thailand. If that is how we're calling the viewers now. Well, first off, my name is Bakaneko. I'm 19-year-old male. I'm currently and not by choice single. So here's your chance, ladies. You all might already know, but I am that dude that has a Tommy Xiaomi haircut that KROWKO don't really like. Mm-hmm. Well, this is my first time doing this kind of introduction without revealing my real life identity. So it's pretty hard, not gonna lie. Okay, back to the main topic, if there are any. Okay, so I have been studying English for maybe 6 to 7 years. I don't really know how and why the reason I first started learning English, but maybe it's good because my teacher called me poo-poo at English, and I would only improve if I join her class. So I do like any noble person would do in that kind of situation by not joining her class and start self-studying.
Nice. Okay.
So look at me now, teacher. I am in KROWKO channel speaking English. Yeah, that's about it. I would really appreciate it if you can give me some advice and maybe some roast. That would be awesome. Okay.
Right, I forgot that he's really into being roasted. Okay, so first of all, you can immediately see this is the Vietnamese accent, right? The Vietnamese way of speaking English that a lot of people follow, or I guess involuntarily follow, but there are a few key points in that accent that you can immediately tell. For example, the difficulty of pronouncing the, pronouncing s, right, s, or pronouncing t, and pronouncing d. So a lot of those sounds are lost when Vietnamese people speak English, right? So it's like, I don't, like, it's not I don't, right? It's different. The d is not d, it's d, and then the t is basically gone. And then the or the, like it's very difficult for the Vietnamese tongue to get used to those sounds, or any tongue, right? Like any Asian tongue, to be honest, because we don't use those words. We don't use those sounds. And it's gonna be harder if you study a language later in life, because your tongue will have less chance to sort of practice new sounds. And this is a psychology thing, right? So in psychology, we learned about language acquisition as kids, and it's super cool because you have, like, when you're a baby, this is super cool, right? It's super cool to me. I don't know if you guys think it's cool, but babies can pronounce everything. Can you believe that? Babies can speak any fucking language whatsoever. They are able to pronounce every sound of every language. Now, what I mean by that is they have the potential to say every sound if they learn it, right? But as we grow up and we grow into a language, we, like, the parts of our brains that allow us to speak other sounds and other tones die off because it's unnecessary. So that is why, baby, please nerve. Yeah, so that is why your English is so good. Thank you so much. That is why we can't speak those sounds. But that's a good sign, right? It's not like you're born and you can't speak those sounds. It's something that you just naturally wean yourself off because you don't use it. So naturally, if you practice more and you really pay attention to those parts, you will be able to regain it. Now, is it going to be difficult? Absolutely. I do think that a huge amount of immersion is needed. And by that, I mean constantly listen to native speakers speaking in their native speed and their native pronunciation. And I would advise to go for the American accent just because it's easy. Of course, you can go for the British accent, but some parts about it is a little bit more difficult. Again, this depends on the person. If you can nail down a British accent, you prefer it, absolutely go for it. I just think the American accent is more clear about some sounds. But definitely focus your practice on those parts. So this is like a few key characteristics of a Vietnamese accent that sort of lowers your English fluency, I guess. Not really fluency, but I would say pronunciation. For example, the t sound, right? The T sound, the and th sound, and the S, which is s or sh, right? The difference between those, and you and the d. So t, d, not duh, but d. Like it, I would imagine it as a sharper D. You know what I mean? So it's not duh, which is very dull. And your tongue is way up, like in the middle of your mouth, in the middle of the upper part of your mouth. But duh, you gotta push your tongue against your teeth and then do the sound, duh. It's very different. So once you've gotten those things down, and make sure you don't swallow sounds. And I understand, like, in some accents, like maybe the British accent, right? You don't say the T, right? The T doesn't exist in the British accent, or some parts of the other accents. I understand that, but you gotta know the basics first, right? And usually tip learn beatbox. But yeah, so it has to have a lot of force into it. But I understand, like, a lot of Vietnamese, because it's difficult to pronounce those sounds, people just choose to omit them completely. So as you can hear from Bakaneko, he just completely omits the D, completely omits the S at the end. So definitely you have to pay attention to those sounds, right? Unless you're gonna pull like a fantastic British accent with like Northern British, you know, like with no T's in it, then I understand. But omits the D. Omit, I mean. Forget what we studied from first grade teacher. The environment affects the accent. Yeah, which is the reason why I think immersion is really important, because I didn't grow up in a English speaking environment, right? Like, I was born and raised in Vietnam. I didn't go study abroad until like 3 years ago, I think. So I had like 14 years of studying English as a Vietnamese in a Vietnamese environment. But the reason why I could still immerse is through YouTube, and it's free. It's absolutely free. But here's a tip that I would tell you guys about, because I see this everywhere, and it's like, it makes me so mad that every teacher says this, but every fucking English teacher says, hey, you should watch BBC. You should listen to CNN. Motherfucker, who do I look like? I'm not an 80-year-old. No, 80-year-olds don't even listen to CNN, okay? Nobody listens to that shit except for like far right, far left people who want to argue each other. Nobody listens to the news. It's boring. It has a weird tone. The speed is not normal. They talk about weird topics. It's not going to like aid you in anything. And you learn best when you're interested in something. Okay, so if you guys are into gaming, go ahead, listen to, like, watch some people do gaming, but it has to be a conversation rich video. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, if you watch a guy who plays Valorant and who says nothing and he only says, hey yo pogs, or like headshot or clutch, and that's the only thing he says in the entire video, then that's not a lot of immersion, right? You want a type of video that has a lot of language packed into it, and you have like a lot of context shown in the video. So what I used to watch a lot was toy videos and baking videos. Granted, I was young, so I was into those. But it is great because what they do is what they describe with their speech, right? So it's perfect. If they say, and here's a cup of sugar, I can see the cup of sugar, my brain makes that association, and I learn super quickly. What is even better is that those are the type of things that I can replicate later. So what I mean by that is, after I see somebody do a baking video and I'm super intrigued and I watch it until like I feel like I can recite it completely, I would get the same ingredients and I would try to make the exact video again, trying to say the things that they said or describe things the way that they described it, and did it myself. So I have made multiple layers of associations. Same thing with the toy videos. And I did this unconsciously. I was just really lucky that I did the right thing. But now thinking back to it, I did the right thing, right? And by that I mean recreate the things that you like. And it's okay to copy. Like, it's like learning art, right? It's like learning drawing. At first you trace, and then you have references, and that's fine when you start off, because like that's basically what language acquisition is. Like, you just copy the frequency of sounds, of words and grammar and everything. You just copy. So good advice. Yeah, because, and it has to be something you're interested in. Nobody's gonna be like interested in fucking CNN. Okay, that's bullshit advice. Every English teacher told you that. It tells you that in Vietnam, and I swear to you, it's not gonna do you any good. The only time that I listen to news for my English acquisition, well, language acquisition, is lately I've been listening to Japanese news. But that's only for the ASMR tingles, man. Because their voice is just so relaxing. And it also helps, but it's not the main source of input, right? You need to listen to natives speaking in a native way, because Japanese on the news is very different from Japanese in real life. And if you don't want to sound like a news reporter, then don't listen to news reporters only, because that's whatever you hear is gonna be what you sound like. And that's like the funniest thing, because I've seen people who primarily watch a type of content, and when they speak, they sound exactly like that, and it's super funny. It's sort of like the weebs that only watch anime, right? And then every time they speak English, they shout like a fucking protagonist. So don't be like that. Okay. Okay. Toroga is an English speaking person, but okay, I'll judge his voice then. I already know I'm gonna like it. What is this? gonna choke my dessert.
Look at you. Okay.
The pronunciation was so perfect, and oh my god. This is so funny. No. He's American. He's an American VTuber, a friend of mine. Fucking hilarious. Love that. Love that for you, sis. Oh my god. That's great. That's a 10 out of 10. Yeah, you guys should totally listen to him and like imitate him. Okay. Kaitsu.
What up, it's Kaitsu. Don't know where to start about this, so maybe I should probably start what I actually do. I do coding, Java and C++. I also do art. I'm still not good at it, but hopefully I will someday in the future. I also do animation as well, mainly in Blender and in SFM. If you don't know what those programs are, then just ignore what I said. I'm half Filipino, I have Chinese. I don't speak Chinese, but I do speak Tagalog, which is the native language for in the Philippines. Sorry about that. It's a little bit... Nah, whatever. What else do I do? I have no idea. So, any advice from KROWKO herself, that would be greatly appreciated. And that's probably it. You know what? That's probably it. Do you know it's not a bad introduction? It could be better, but I'm not gonna take a second take on that. So, yeah, it's just fucking raw, whatever. Bye.
Okay, so pretty cool. Half Chinese, half Filipino. Alright, that's cool. So what I've been able to notice, you sound exactly like a friend of mine who has a little bit of an underbite. What, like, his face looks like a pug, you know what I mean? And his tongue is a little short, but that could also be because of the Filipino accent, right? Because the T's are not super like sharp, the D's are not super sharp, but that was pretty good. Like, I would rate that an 8 to 9 out of 10, right? He did it pretty well. I do think he spoke in all lowercase. Exactly. That's what I felt, though. That's what I felt. But I think part of it is like a mixture between his, you know, him speaking Filipino or like, you know, the language that he said. It could be a little bit of a spillover effect from that. But that was pretty good English. But I actually don't remember what he said.
What up? It's Kaitsu.
Yeah.
Don't know where to start about this. So
yeah. So right there, you can hear like the this. Again, it depends, right? It could be an accent, like in the more African American accent, for example, if somebody's doing like a impression, like I don't know about that. Like they don't say dat, right? They say dat, and that could be part of an accent. It could be part of his Filipino accent spilling over.
Maybe I should probably start.
Yeah, so that's very typical of like the more Asian type of pronunciation, the start, and it's like the T ends not with a T but with a D, you know what I mean? So again, what I'm trying to do here basically is to give you guys the most standard version of English. I'm not trying to say here that your accent is inferior, you know what I mean? Because if you reach like a level of speaking that Kaitsu have, I think you're good to go. It doesn't really matter if you have like an accent or something. With Bakaneko, the reason why I said like maybe he should improve, it's not because the Vietnamese accent sucks ass, but it's because it will help people understand him better. Whereas with Kaitsu, I think it's just the very teeny tiny, very subtle changes. But everything was, cohesive. Everything was understandable, very fluent. So I would say this is like 8, 9 out of 10. You don't really need any advice, really. But yeah, thank you for submitting.
Hello, my name is Frederick Faye.
Jesus Christ, that is so loud. Okay, sorry. Alright, Flake.
Hello, my name is Frederick Faye Fillmore Foss Flack Fritzy Finnegan Flick Felicity Flannery McFlannel von Ferrock, otherwise known as Flake on YouTube and on Discord. I've been in the Discord for a couple months now, since December I think, courtesy of my man Jumping Moose. Thank you very much for that, buddy.
Hey.
I haven't really been active here because I'm too shy. I don't like drawing too much attention to myself. Good thing you're making this recording. It's only your 50th take. But I was already recording some stuff for a video I'm working on when I saw that the Rate Your Voice event was happening, and I figured I'm gonna brag about my voice. No, I'm just kidding. I figured I'd say hello, overcome the shyness, maybe make some friends. Crow, you've given me some very useful advice regarding burnout, and I thank you very much in one of the few streams I've watched. And I hope every single person watching this, every talent, in fact, is having a good day. This is Flake from Bolivia of all goddamn places, signing out. Sub to Crow if you want to live.
Oh, what the fuck was that at the end, bitch? He went from like hot boyfriend to like daddy in fucking 3 seconds. That's insane. This sounds like an advertisement. Yeah. You have a really hot voice. Okay, Flake, I hope that you're watching. Because, like, you could fucking get it. Like, I'm super happy that, that you came in through Jumping Moose's recommendation. And super happy that you're, overcoming your shyness. And, we all have challenges to overcome. You decided to step out of your comfort zone, get some friends. And that is amazing. And I'm super, super happy that the advice about burnout could be a little bit of help to you. That is such a heartwarming message. I'm so in love. Your voice is beautiful. He said he's from Bolivia. Was that? Where is that? I have no idea. I'm like geography blind. But absolutely, both of your voices, both your boyfriend voice and daddy voice is very hot. Keep it cooking, brother. I want him to give me voice ID. Yeah, so I think he's like a natural English speaking type of person. Maybe next time we should do like a rate my voice kind of thing instead of English speaking skills. But still, it's a very nice thing to be able to have people open up and reach out for more friends. So this is great. I'm feeling all nice right now. So thank you so much for that, Flake. A rap?
Yeah, haha. About to make an introduction. Gonna sound like a problem kid. Careful, y'all. Try not to get caught in the repercussion.
Ooh.
From the Dr. Dre to the M's, the living life I admire with a passion. I'm not a stan, just a fan. Maybe I'm a little shy and reluctant.
Ooh.
First, I'm a boy in the nice suit. Needn't worry about the crime in the neighborhood. My
Ooh.
family work hard so can have a chance to shoot to the moon, but I'm too busy gazing a star I trip. Sorry fam, I let you down. Flipping burgers at the McDonald's now. You know what, mom? I'm grateful. I'm not afraid. I'ma tell you I'm disgraceful. All my life you've been raising me. Thank you for that, but when it get out of hand, you restricting me. Just a typical, you're overreacting. Asian mom, Asian parent, just the stereotypical reaction. Enough. Already a disappointment. Still undergraduate, like a cock in the system. Name spelled L-Y-N-N. Add the spicy word eternal cause I can. Too bad I'm not doomed. I ain't lethal, I'm a poet and I'm immortal.
Oh shit, motherfucker. What the where the what? Hello? No, it doesn't matter with the copyright. That is very cool. I love the rhymes. Dude is really on fire, and I love the fact that he rapped about something super personal and super like mundane, but he made it really cool and relatable. That is nice. Okay, obviously I didn't pay attention to his English because he was popping off and the lyrics was fire. I think he might be like studying abroad. I might be mistaken, but I would rate this about 7, like a solid 7, maybe 6 or 7. I would suspect that his grammar and his vocabulary is much better, and his reading and listening is much better than his speaking. That isn't to say that his speaking isn't great, but I totally get this type of student right here. And if anything, just try to like, how do I say this? Because I know exactly this type of person, and I have somebody exactly like this. I would say you can live off of this level of like, okay, let's listen. Try to focus on his.
About to make an introduction.
Right, so he's got like the ch and the sh down nice.
Sound like a problem, kid. Careful, y'all. Try not to get caught in the
Repercussions, okay.
From the Dr. Dre to the M's, the living life I admire with a passion.
It's a little bit. It's only a little bit blended when he says the you know what I mean? Like the sound, but it's a little bit blended together.
Just a fan, maybe I'm a little shy and reluctant. First, I'm a boy in the nice suit, needn't worry about the crime in the neighborhood.
So it's a little bit like, I know exactly this type of. Every time I say that, it sounds like I'm saying I know exactly where you are, but it's like it's just not there yet. You know what I mean? Like if he extends his sounds and he makes it a little bit clearer, he's gonna be A+. The only thing is that he's restricting his sounds and his pronunciation a little bit.
My family work hard so can have a chance to shoot.
Okay.
To the moon, but I'm too busy gazing a starry trip. Sorry fam, I let you down.
You can still hear the
Flipping burgers
Vietnamese.
at the McDonald's now.
Yeah, or the McDonald's. So it's not like his sounds, his vowels are a little bit like I call it savory. It doesn't really make sense to people, but there's a really specific sound in English speaking, which is the sound, and it's like it's that middle part, right? It's not it's not like he would say McDonald's, which is very, I understand this is like rap, and sometimes it's like McDonald's, but even when I rap, I would still it's like you know, instead of so it's a very different thing. It's a very subtle thing, but it sets you apart from like good but Vietnamese accent speakers versus native accent speakers, right? Because that, I remember studying specifically that sound because it's a very specific sound in the English speaking skills and stuff, and sometimes when I had to do these like listening tests, I had to identify which vowel it was, and that specific sound will set you apart. So for example, I'm trying to like think of a word with that. It's like like it's I don't know like McDonald's, right? Not McDonald's. Mac is very different from Mc. It's like it's very in the middle. Are you getting me? Or like oh fuck, I can't think of one right now. But what I mean is, you can get this by listening to a lot of people and imitating that. But this has to be, I feel like you're at a good place in your English right now. It would take like a little bit more effort to get to that. They call umbrella and the umbrella. Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's not umbrella, right? It's not umbrella. It's umbrella. It's like umbrella. It's that. It's that very specific sound. But if you have it down packed, then you sound way different. And that's one of the most difficult, the most subtle, but the most professional sounds that you can master in English. Still, very nice. I think my mic just like did a little thing. Sorry if that sounded weird to you guys. What is this? Why is it a fucking YouTube link? I'm sorry. I'm not listening to that.
Alright, take 274. Hi, KROWKO. Hi, chat. Or should I call you guys the wingman? The talent? The elderly appreciation club? Whatever, it doesn't matter. My name is Mean. MEAN, but the A is replaced with a 4 because, you know, I'm quirky like that. And you probably seen me in chat before for the last month. Because that is when I found the channel, and I loved your vibes and your sense of humor and the wholesome community as well. So keep up what you're doing because you're doing it great. I don't really prepare like an ending, so I'm gay. No, I'm not. Why would you say that, you fucking moron?
I love that. That was so funny. That was really funny. Thank you for that. That was really funny. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna make a prediction and you can tell me if I'm wrong. My prediction is that you're not a Hanoian, right? And you're not a Ho Chi Minh City person either. This guy's probably in like the satellite cities, maybe around the northern area, but not like in the rural, but kinda. You know what I mean? Because there's a very specific Vietnamese accent, a dialect that makes you sound the air like shit don't dust me. Exactly, right? Because như kiểu là mình không biết nó có thể là giọng Hải Phòng hay là giọng Thanh Hóa gì, nhưng mà nói ví dụ không phải nói là em đúng không, mà là em chẳng hạn. Đấy, bạn đi có cái kiểu giọng đấy. Vì bạn ấy có cái kiểu giọng đấy nên là nó bị gọi là kiểu spill into cái tiếng Anh của họ ấy. Không, đấy không phải giọng miền Nam. Giọng miền Nam khác, còn giọng em khác. Giọng em khác nhá. Giọng đấy khác với lại là giọng miền Nam. Miền Nam có thể là nói là em đúng không? Kiểu em, nó vẫn là em, còn em ấy, em là giọng khác. Mẹ em ấy, kiểu đấy, kiểu như thế là giọng khác, hiểu không? Nó là giọng miền Bắc nhưng mà nó không phải giọng Hà Nội. Thì đấy, thì mình nghĩ là do bạn ấy có cái giọng đấy nên nó bị gọi là
Alright, take 274. Hi, KROWKO. Hi, chat. Or should I call you guys the wingman? The talent?
He has a little bit of a lisp, I feel like. Hình như bạn ấy có thể hơi ngắn lưỡi à, đúng không? Tại vì cái tiếng S nó không đến nơi á.
The elderly appreciation club? Whatever, it doesn't matter. My name is Mean. MEA.
See that? Why would he say that? Why would he say... Okay, normally people would say M, but he says M. You know what I mean? Immediately, I'm like, yeah, I know exactly where you are.
And, but the A...
And, you know?
is replaced with a 4 because, you know, I'm quirky like that. And you probably seen me in chat before for the last...
Yes, that is I know exactly where you
month. Because that is when I found the channel and I loved your vibe.
Right, instead of saying N, he says and. So, look, your problem is not about pronunciation or whatever. This is a dialect kind of thing. It might be hard to fix because, like, personally speaking, from a Hanoian sort of like accent kind of thing, I think it's pretty easy to transition into English because you don't have those like extra sounds. I would say for us, if we say M, then we would say M, right? It's the same thing. But with another city and they have a different accent, it gets a little bit hard. And the dialect kind of spills into the English, so instead of saying M, it becomes M. So it might be a little bit confusing for native speakers to be like, what? Why does he say it like that? But it's a Vietnamese provincial kind of thing. It's absolutely understandable. I think it actually it adds a little bit of jazz into your accent. It makes it a little bit more interesting, I would say. And he has a little he has a slight difficulty pronouncing the S, so he's saying it more as a sh, you know what I mean? Like a little mix between th and s, and it sounds a little bit like sh, like it's a little heavier and a bit more breathy than it's supposed to be. You're supposed to narrow the sound down and really have your two rows of teeth stuck together, whereas his rows of teeth are a little bit far apart. He's letting a little bit too much air out, and that's why it's sounding a little bit weirder and less sharp. If you can listen to that again.
I loved your vibes, and
yeah, can you hear that? So it's not vibes, it's vibes. Like it's a little bit vibes. I can't even fucking make the sound because I don't know how to, but like either he has like an underbite or an over no, that's an overbite, I think. Or underbite, I don't know. But like his jaw, his lower jaw is a little bit forward, you know what I mean? Or he has a short tongue, or maybe he just hasn't learned how to sharpen his S yet. So yeah, so I think that's the reason, but
your sense of humor and the wholesome community as well, so keep
yeah, so all of his S's have a little bit of an issue.
Up what you're doing, because you're doing it great.
But I think it's because of his facial structure. It's not because of his like lack of awareness of pronunciation.
And I don't really prepare like an ending, so I'm
yeah, his D is not really sharp. He's using don't instead of don't.
Hey, no, I'm not. Why would you say that? It's mean. MEAN, but the A is replaced with a 4, because, you know, I'm quirky like that.
It could be braces, possibly.
And you probably seen me in chat before for the last month, because that is when I found the channel, and I loved your vibes and your sense of humor.
I love the way he says Anna. It's so cute. It's adorable. He's quirky like that. He is actually quirky. Like his accent is actually pretty quirky. Yeah, no, I like it. Yeah, I think you have a really jazzy, interesting type of accent. If you want to keep it, go ahead. I think it would actually surprise some people and make the conversation a bit spicier. That's good. Okay, next, Gree.
Written KROWKO in Thailand, and Griever, or can be called Scree. I'm an artist, more specific than I'm an illustrator, and that's all I can say. I just joined this for fun. I don't know what to say, unfortunately, and this is basically a script because I don't know what to say.
Okay, so immediately the number one thing that I can tell Gree is I think you have to pronounce things a little bit more clearly. So what I mean by that is when you speak English, there's a certain amount of force that you have to put in order for things to be very comprehensible. So for example, if I speak like this, then it will be really hard to understand what I'm talking about. But if I speak like this, I'm putting force into my muscle, into the air that I push out of my mouth. It's creating crisper sounds. It's not that she's doing it badly, but it's because she doesn't have the energy put into it, or the force of air, you know. So you got to think of your mouth like an air pressure machine instead of thinking it's just the air just coming out of you. Like, don't let the air just slip out of you. It has to be pushed out of you, you know what I mean? Now there could be a few reasons for this. could be because of lack of confidence. Again, as I said, when people lack confidence, they tend to blur their sounds, their pronunciations. They could possibly speak so much better if they're just more confident in themselves and not be afraid of making the wrong sounds or whatever, right? If you just try to speak louder, more clearly, enunciate your sounds very, very clearly and with force, already it's going to sound much better, and with confidence, of course. Another thing that I'm noticing, wait, let me hear that again.
Rating, KROWKO, and...
Right, so the T, again, I'm not seeing a sharp T, it's greeting. So I think your voice would really, really fit Indonesian. So I don't even know, like, the name for the Indonesian language, but Rifu was one of my first viewers and my best, and he's Indonesian, and when I hear his language, you sound exactly like that. So it's very soft, everything is blended together, there is no sharpness, very soft, very gentle. So this sounds like that, but it's a little bit too gentle for English, I would say.
And Thailand's,
yeah, so like it's not talons, right? It's talons. It's like it's like a lullaby almost.
Scriver, or can be called script.
See, I don't even know what she said there because maybe the volume was too small, maybe the pronunciation was not clear enough, maybe a lack of confidence.
Or script. I'm an artist.
So, yeah, so her grammar's good. It's like, you know, I'm an artist, but it's like, I'm an artist. Like, I can't even hear, right? So you need more confidence, girl. You can do this. Your English is good. When I chat with you, I understand that you have a pretty good basic grasp on, like, English and its grammar and vocabulary. You just gotta go for it. You just gotta, like, force it out of you a little bit more and try to speak a little clearer.
More specific than an illustrator.
Yeah, so see, like, she can say, like, difficult words like illustrators.
And that's all I can say. I just joined this for fun. I don't know what to say, unfortunately. And this is basically a script because I don't know what to say.
Yeah, no, it's like, it's not bad. It just needs to be out there. This is like looking at a blurry picture, right? The picture could look really beautiful, but since it's all blurred together, you can't really make out what's going on. So more confidence, girl, more clarity, a little bit more force, a bit more pressure into your words, intonations, your stress. Stress really matters as well when you're speaking English. It's much different from, let's say, like an Indonesian language or like Asian languages, right? We don't really have stress. We have tones. So for us, it's like, instead of saying, I don't know what to say. So for them, it's like, I don't know what to say, right? Like they stress those things. But for us, it would be like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like we rely more on tones. I don't know what to say. Like it's all like flat, and then I don't know what to say. Like I can't even like replicate that in an English because I'm too used to it. But you understand me? It's like us Asians, we do that a lot. We rely on tones more, and our conversations are usually very flat. Kiểu mọi người có thể nghĩ đến những người mà dự thi ấy, mà xong kiểu nghe cái giọng tiếng Anh của họ nó cứ bằng ấy, thì đấy nó là kiểu như vậy, kiểu như là tiếng Anh thì nó cần có nhấn nhá hơn ấy, nó cần có cái chỗ mà bạn nhấn vào, cái chỗ bạn không nhấn, kiểu như vậy. Nhưng mà tiếng như châu Á của bọn mình thì nó dùng các cái tông khác nhau, nên là mình không quen cái việc nhấn đấy. Nên khi nào mà mọi người nghe ai mà kiểu cứ bảo bằng kiểu hello, my name is la 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 la, I'm a high school student, like, right? It's not student. There's clear stress at the beginning of the word student. I'm a high school student, and I really like listening music and go to movies, and like everything sounds the same and on the same like pressure. But that's something that you have to like break out of it if you want to be like professional English speaker, I guess. Nghe học được nhiều thứ hơn thì cảm ơn em rất nhiều. Đúng rồi, mình cũng muốn như vậy á, tại vì thực ra mình nói tiếng Việt ý thì sẽ có nhiều người Việt ở trong fandom của mình hiểu hơn, đúng không? Nhưng mà ai mà chả muốn giỏi tiếng Anh hơn, đúng không? Thì thà mình cứ nói tiếng Anh, xong rồi bắt mọi người phải nghe tiếng Anh thì mọi người sẽ giỏi tiếng Anh lên ý. Thì lúc đấy mình cũng vẫn giao tiếp được với các bạn Tây của mình, mà mọi người thì giỏi tiếng Anh lên. Nên là win-win, đúng không? Cả hai đều thắng. Thì mình thích cái đấy hơn là nói tiếng Việt. Okay, that sounds like my English high school. Yeah, right. So it's like an Asian thing. Okay, the tortoise. This is the first time I'm listening to his voice.
Hi everyone. I'm just participating in the English thing that's going on right now. So yeah, and hope everyone has a great day.
Okay, that's too short for me to make out of everything. I already told everybody that the the minimum has to be 30 seconds, and the longest has to be 1 minute. So that's too short for me to even know what it is. Like he hasn't used all of the sounds, so I have no idea.
Hi everyone. I'm just participating in the English thing that's going on right now. So yeah, and hope everyone has a great day. Hi everyone. I'm just participating in the English thing.
Okay, his tongue might be a little short, but not significantly.
That's going on right now. So yeah, and hope everyone has a great day.
Nothing wrong about it, I guess. It's too short. I don't fucking know. It sounds good. But I wish there was like more for me to like judge from. Okay, so this is Panda. I'm just gonna call you Panda now. You're not Andrew anymore.
Hey Crow, hello fellow talents, how are you? My name is Andrew, also known as the Panda, and I wanted now to talk about how I discovered Crow and how I joined this wonderful community and met these wonderful people on Discord and everybody else here. So this story is simple. It all started with an anime that I watched, and it has gone over from there. I watched ReZero and wanted to know the story after the anime, and I found out about a channel called Holographic because they were making live readings of the light novel, and I enjoyed them very much. And Hollow once made a shout out to Crow, and I joined the stream, and I was so confused at first because I didn't know who she was. I thought she was a guy at first, not gonna lie. But it was a very fun stream, and I enjoyed the content, and I decided to subscribe and stay along. And after some time I joined the Discord and met all these wonderful people. Now this happened quite a few time ago, like some months, and I'm still here, and I seen people go and come, and I've seen Crow grow, and this is a wonderful thing to have such a strong community, and I hope to see you everybody in the stream again. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful time, and sorry for making this too long. See ya.
I enjoyed every second of that. I almost cried, actually. You can hear the fucking fear in my... Why would you be afraid? It's a wholesome community, right? It's my first time to watch. 派遣ですか？派遣じゃないね。証券。派遣って言っちゃった。派遣じゃないね。証券さんですか？はい。よろしくお願いします。先生って、名前かな？アイコンで。ハリー。やっほー。なんかさっき、日本語でコメントしたかな？わかんない。Anyways, that is amazing. Okay? Adorable content. I'm gonna add a little heart to it. Very wholesome, very nice. If I had any comments about his English, I would say this is very typical of European accent, because they try to the j, like the d or the j sounds tend to get blended together, as well as the r. So the r, the j, and the d tends to get. I'm Chinese. Just learn a little Chinese. You're Chinese? You just learn a little Chinese? Oh, like you're not native Chinese. Okay, that's confusing. Okay, I see. Romanian pride. Yeah, so it's like it's your natural native accent, right? There's nothing to. Oh, you just learned a little Japanese. Oh, okay. So I talk to you in English? Can you teach me some Chinese phrases, by the way? Chinese is a cool language. Anyway, so it's not really anything to worry about. I do think that if you could fix it, meaning like it sort of sounds like the typical French accent, right? He's not French, but it's the whole like European group that really shares that sort of thing. It's like managed to do it after all. Like it's sort of like it, like the j really comes together to do it, and then there's a little bit of a like at the end of some sounds, if you can hear it again.
Hey, and met these wonderful people on Discord and everybody else here. So this story is simple. It all started with an anime that I watched, and it has gone over from there. I watched ReZero and wanted to
see that, and like instead of and it's like it's very European. I like it though. Personally, I like it, but no, it does sound like French, because French people do that as well. Like it's the same thing. It's like you pucker your lips and you extend that. It's very.
There, I watched ReZero and wanted to know the story after the anime, and I found out.
See that? I don't even have to try. Exactly. Like
about a channel called Holographic.
Yeah, and so instead of the e sounds, the I really, like for English it's a very short I, but for European they turn it into a long E. So instead of like holographic, for me is almost like like holographic. It's very short, but for him it turns into holographique. So it's a like magnifique, right? It's like French. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like instead of magnifique, it's like magnifique, right? It's very French. It's very European. It's just the classic European thing. There's nothing to worry about.
Because they were making live readings of.
Yeah, so instead of making, it's making like a little bit of a g. Like I can hear it at the end of his sounds. It's very European.
The light novel, and I enjoy them very much. And
that part right there, the light novel, and it's like it's a little bit blurred together again. My language is pronounced. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a very European thing. It's not just French, right? But it's also other European countries. They have the same thing as well, and that's cool. Don't worry about it. It actually adds a little flair into it. I feel like if there's really an issue that would stop you from being understood, that's what I would change. But I wouldn't specifically tell people to ditch their native accent to sound American. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. But, like, this part right here, it sounds a little bit muddled together, I feel like, when there's, like, a lot of R's and L's involved. The sounds do get a little bit muddled right here.
Things of the light novel, and I enjoy them very much. And
yeah, it's a little bit hard for the L sound to be super clear. Maybe.
Hollow once made a shout out to KROWKO, and I joined the stream, and I was so confused at first because I didn't know who she was. I thought she was a guy at first.
That is so offensive. I am vomiting.
Not gonna lie, but it was a very fun stream, and I enjoyed the content. And
it's so cute when he has like those like little thingies added at the end. It's very French. I know, like you don't want it to be French, but it does sound like and that is so French. Like, you know, like at the end when they add that, it's so European. It's very nice. What is sound Russian? A little bit. Nah, not really. Yet, I wouldn't say so. But a little bit, because you know how the European languages, they tend to pucker their lips a little bit when they speak it. He sounds like Chamber. Maybe you should change your main then. But they tend to pucker up their lips a little bit. So, omelette du fromage, like if instead of saying omelette du fromage, like for American, their mouths widen, okay? But Europeans, when you try to do a European accent or impression, you gotta pucker your lips, right? You have to like allow as little sound to come out of your mouth as possible. And I think they actually have the opposite problem from Asian languages. Because Asian languages, we pronounce t as the, right? So, for example, it's like the table. We say the table, right? Like we don't have the sharpness, but Europeans have the opposite, where their T is so thin and so sharp that it sounds like it's very different. So it's like it was, you know, instead of like it was or it was, it was like it actually becomes thinner and sharper, whereas Asians become duller. So it was like it you know, it was is not a good. But like, okay, how about table, right? Table, or table. It's very, you see what I mean? I'm so excited talking about this. Cause like a lot of people ask me like, oh man, how could she do those accents? But if you break it down, there are a few key components in the accents that if you just nail, then it will sound believable enough. The mic and the voice by the MC. Oh, yeah. It was like the opposite of that, huh? But yeah, your English is great.
I decided to.
I actually love this accent. Okay, I'm in love with European accent. It just sounds so hot. Okay.
To subscribe and stay along. And after some time, I joined the Discord and met all these wonderful people. Now this happened quite a few time ago, like some months, and I'm still here. And I seen people go and come. And I've seen KROWKO grow, and this is a wonderful thing to have such a strong community. And I hope to see you, everybody, in the stream again.
He sounds so shy at the end. Don't worry about it. Yeah, or with the th sound, you know, like thought, for example. I think that is a very, very difficult sound for a lot of non-English speaking people to master, because it's forceful, but it's breathy at the same time. So if you do too much of a t, right, that's not right. That's very, very breathy and very dull, whereas the is like, it has a restriction on the amount of air coming out, but there's still air coming out. Right? So, or like thing. We don't say ting, right? Which is a lot of Vietnamese people are like, oh, that's me, ting, right? A lot of people say that. Or it's not ting. That's more like European. It's a very good thing, you know? Instead of like, they might say, oh, that it's a very good thing that a lot of people like, you know, that's European. Or it is a very good thing that you know, like the difference you can hear. Okay, Asian, that was no, it's not, they don't even say that was a very good thing, that was Asian. Okay, that's Vietnamese. Versus this was a very good thing, that is European. It was a very good thing, that's American, right? Thing, it's very specific. You have to have your tongue in between the two rows of your teeth. So thing, like press it there. Press your two rows of your teeth against your tongue. Your tongue is in the middle of the two rows of the teeth, and then go thing, like force it out. Thing, force it out. For Italiano, they don't actually have that. I don't think. I don't think. Yeah, no, I actually don't know. But they actually like they do more of the basically European. Pucker your lips, okay? Pucker your lips, you'll get European. But that's a nice voice, Andrew. I wouldn't worry about it too much. But again, your grammar. This is nothing to do with speaking, but your grammar has to be a little bit more precise. You know, sometimes missing some S's and stuff like that. Missing some in-between words. It's okay, you'll get better.
Hi, I am Vũ. I'm not good at introduce myself, so if you guys want to know more about me, just ask. I prefer to answer questions rather than introduce myself actively. So I think I will have a little talk about the reason why I watch KROWKO. Like at first, I just watch KROWKO to support for such a talented person like her, but after her deep talk stream, I found some part of me inside her.
Oh,
of course,
he's inside
it's not
me.
Physical part, but I'm happy if you think it's a physical part.
He knows me.
But it's just inner part of me.
Oh.
And that all. To KROWKO, have a good stream. Wish you all the best, and like, can I be your mod?
What the fuck was that sneaky job application at the end here? What the hell was that? That's so sneaky. Inside me? He's inside me? Hi Duke, I'm freshman, yeah I know. Can I be your mod, lol? He knows. He knows. I know he knows. I know he knows. Yeah, he just know my horny ass too much. He knows that I'm gonna, like, he knew, he'd been known that I was gonna react to that inside me kind of part. But, okay, so, again, very Vietnamese typical type of problems. He actually does not have that clear of a Vietnamese accent. I would say this is not that bad, but there's a part in this that I did not get to talk about in the other voice recordings that I want to address.
To know more about me, just to know more, so introduce myself actively.
First of all, the grammar has to be brushed up a little bit. Instead of saying I don't like introduce myself, you gotta say I don't like introducing myself. You know, like those are the grammar parts that you have to nail down. I'm only gonna focus on the pronunciation now.
So I think I will have a little talk about.
There we go. So that's the part that I want to talk about, the lil. So a lot of, I guess, Asian, or let's just say Vietnamese people, tend to like really go quickly in the lil. Like instead of saying little, which is very subtle, but there's a little bit of a duh in there. Or if you go full British and you could say little, right? You can still hear like the little, like in the middle, there's the t right there. Or little, which is, you know, American. Or, I guess, African American. Lil, you know? But like that little bitch, like that's different. But that's like more dialect kind of stuff. Whereas Vietnamese people tend to blend that part a little bit too much. So they say little, like it's not little, it's not little, it's a little bit kind of like blended. You know what I mean? So I would just, I hoped that you could slow that part down a little bit.
So I think I will have a little talk.
Yeah. So it sounds like he tried to make the little, but it wasn't there yet. Like it was brushed away. You know what I mean? Bị nói có giọng như không biết sửa thế nào. Thì như mình chị nghĩ thì khi mà mình không tự tin về cái đoạn nào đấy thì mình rất hay nói nhanh, đúng không? Mình rất hay nói luyến cái đoạn đấy lại để mình không cần phải phát âm cái đấy. Nhưng mà khi mà như thế thì nó lại càng lộ rõ là mình không nói được cái đoạn đấy. Thì khi mà em muốn nói tốt hơn ấy thì em nên nói chậm hơn một tí, nói rõ hơn một tí. mình không cần phải chậm quá đúng không? Mình không cần phải nói nót quá, nhưng mà khi mà mình gọi là mình nuốt những cái âm đấy ấy, thì nó lại hơi lộ rõ cái gọi là cái không vậy cả quên kiểu như thế đấy, kiểu như thế. Petition for British accent course. Well, the thing is, I don't actually know British accent. Like, it's very specific if you want a northern British accent, if you want a, like, BBC kind of British accent, like, you know, because it could be British. British is different, right? But British is different. So it's British is different. So British or British, like, they are, you could be posh, or you could be like Northern British or something. So there's a lot of, yeah, like the bottle of water or bottle of water. That's like the posh type, but bottle of water, like there are a lot of, I would say British accents. So I'm not a professional in that. I tend to, you know, go towards the American thing. Or you can go like Australian, bottle of water. I would like that bottle of water. It's very weird. So I would just stick to American just to be easy. And it's pretty easy on the Vietnamese tongue, so I would say. Okay.
Hello, KROWKOs. Hello, talent. My name is Quarantine, or Guavalum, whatever you want to call me is fine. I joined his Discord for about a month, and the people here is very talented, very, very wholesome. Glad I stay, and that was it. Wherever you are, good morning, good night, thank you.
Very nice. So I think he has a very gentle, sensual voice. Let me hear that beginning one more time.
Hello, KROWKOs. Hello, talent. My name is Quarantine, or Guavalum, whatever you want to call me is fine. I joined his Discord for about a month, and the people here is very talented, very, very wholesome. Glad I stay, and that was it.
Okay, so for him, it's very difficult to tell because some parts of it was so native and so perfect, but some parts of it you can kind of see a hint of the Vietnamese accent in there, just very, very faintly. But the thing that is giving him away more than his pronunciation, I think, is his grammar. So again, I would say brush up on your grammar a little bit, or maybe it was not his grammar, but it was his pronunciation. So instead of saying like I'm glad I stay, it's I'm glad I stayed, right? So maybe he didn't pronounce that very clearly, maybe he got the grammar right but he didn't pronounce it. yeah his voice is very gentle, very sensual, so that actually works to his advantage because I feel like some parts of it you can sort of tell the accent pushing through a little bit, but because he's so gentle about it that you can't actually detect it, so that's nice. Kind of a perk. We don't say like that. Different accent. Second foreign language, that's cool. Indian accent. Indian accent is like you don't have the duh, right? You don't do duh. You do this, and then everything just turned into a D, and then you will have a Indian accent. Everything is just everything. The R is very very heavy, and then everything is just D. Exactly like Andrew said. For the Indian accent, use D instead of T, and then you get it very nice. Also, like curl your tongue up a little bit. Like it's always a little. It's always in this curled position. Anyways, okay, that was pretty good. Honestly, it's pretty good. Not much to comment on, I would say.
Hello, KROWKO and everyone.
Wait, what? What did you call me?
Hello, KROWKO and everyone.
KROWKO? Who the fuck is KROWKO?
Hello, ROKO and
Who's ROKO? Who is this? Who is that? It's not me.
Hello, ROKO and
He like skipped a whole. You skipped my whole K, dude. Sorry, I'm just clowning on people now.
everyone. My
Your Indian accent was perfect, thank you.
Discord name is Dr. Fui.
Dr.
But
Fui.
you can just call me Fui. I'm currently living in Vietnam, and I enjoy doing many things with my PC on. Sometimes I play games, but mostly I watch the VTubers. Man, I really love the VTubers.
Is this
They
scripted?
are my lifesaver at the end of the day. And thus currently I found out that you, KROWKO, can speak fluently 3 languages, and that's amazing. Keep up the good work, and I wish you the best. I love your content as well, KROWKO.
Oh, you should have said I love you. I would have been like Toki Toki. Okay, so he got the nigger Indian trying to say KROWKO. KROWKO. No, they would still say K, right? KROWKO. Kind of right. So here's something that I noticed with a lot of people. Like, it's not even just non-native speakers, right? Even with native speakers, a lot of people, when they read something, they tend to emphasize the intonations or like the tones. So what I mean is instead of saying like, I don't know, I think I fucked up, so yeah, here's my down badass music, they say, I don't know, I think I fucked it up, so here with my down badass mic. Like the up and down is really weird, so you can hear it here.
But you can just call me Fui. I'm currently living in Vietnam.
Like that. I'm currently living in Vietnam. Like, it sounds very up and down. You know what I mean? Instead of saying I'm currently living in Vietnam, right? You can still have the intonation, but you can still have the stress. You can still sound comprehensible, but you can sound more natural. Whereas when he says that, I immediately know it's scripted.
But you can just call me Fui. I'm currently living in Vietnam.
Yeah, so it's a very cartoonish, right? Exactly, right? So it's sort of dramatized, I would say.
And I enjoy doing many things with my PC on.
Yeah, so that's a very scripted kind of thing. It's like, I enjoy doing many things with my PC on. Like, normal people wouldn't say that, right? I enjoy doing many things with my PC on. Like, it could still have like a little on in the end, but it still sounds more natural. This is more of a reading kind of thing, right? It's not so much about pronunciation, but I do know that a lot of people, when they try to do the speaking test, or they try to become more natively speaking, like they try to be more natural, and they actually end up making it sort of less natural. Yeah, it's very Vietnamese because we're more of a tonation, we're more of a tone kind of language, whereas English is more about the stress type of language, right? So instead of saying the emphasis, we say the emphasis, the emphasis, like the emphasis, we try to make it a little bit, it's still flat, but it has like the emphasis, like we do it like up and down. It's very weird. Yeah, so it is a Vietnamese thing, and it is a thing where you're trying to be more native but you can't, or it could be a reading scripted thing. The emphasis, some shit like that. Yeah. How many languages can you speak? Well, I can speak Vietnamese, is my native tongue, and then I can speak English, and then Japanese is what I'm learning right now. Okay. So that my advice to you would be try to, even when you're reading, and I know this is hard, right? But even when you're reading, try to read it in a more natural way instead of making it very dramatized and scripted. Number one. Number two, this is very difficult to make into an advice, but you gotta focus more on the stress and less on the tonation. So less up and down. Okay, we don't need up and down. We only need stress. What part is louder? What part is softer? That's what English is about. Okay. Okay. Next is Haku.
Hello to everyone and Nami Kyoko. My name is Haku and I live in Southeast Asia. But I do not speak very well. I'm just gonna say that you guys have a great day and have fun. Yeah.
Okay. It's a self-introduction, but everybody is ending their thingies with "Have a great day, everyone." Like, it's so nice.
Hello to everyone and Nami Kyoko. My name is Haku and I live in Southeast Asia.
That part right there. I'm not sure if it's his mic or if what he did was swallowing his sounds. My mic's okay, so it could be your mic. My name. So you can sort of tell who's native or not when they say my name is something. So a native person would say my name is, but like a non-native would say my name is, like, it's a bit flatter. You know what I mean? Like, there's no stress. My name is it. Wait, for a native, it would actually sound like my name is, like my name is. My name is. It's not even is, it's my name is. It's like that because the stress is in name, right? My name is. It's not like that, but the stress pattern would be like that, whereas a non-native would be like my name is. Like, it's very flat, everything is equal, usually more in Asian countries, obviously. So yeah, that's a very subtle thing. My name is. You get what I mean. But yeah, just try to enunciate clearer.
I live in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, right there. Southeast Asia. Like, it's very swallowed. You know what I mean?
Southeast Asia.
Yeah, maybe he has some. I'm fine, thank you, and you vibes. Yeah, exactly. Right. And this one, again, it's
Southeast Asia.
Again, that part right there, Southeast Asia. It's so funny that the word Southeast Asia is so hard for Southeast Asian people to say because it has the s sound, it has the th sound, it has the st sound, like, and then the j sound, which is very difficult for Asians to say, Southeast Asian to say. So it's like Southeast Asian, like the most difficult phrase ever. And yeah. So you gotta say that things clearer, I guess. Otherwise it's not bad.
Hello, KROWKO, and everybody who are listening to this audio. This is my presentation, my introduction about myself, about me. My name is Đức Anh. It means Germany, England in English. I was born in Vietnam, and my gender is male.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what to say about me right now. Thank you, KROWKO, for having me in your community, in your family. And your stream is very funny and entertaining. So keep up what you're doing, because you're doing it very great. Oh, and to KROWKO and all the viewers or listeners, even though COVID-19 appears less now, but always remember to take care about your health. Okay, that's my speaking test. Thank you. Goodbye.
Very nice. Very nice. I love the little PSA at the end there. Let me just re-listen to the first one.
Hello, KROWKO, and everybody who are listening to this audio.
Okay. Very subtle thing. This is just only for the people who really, really, really want to master the American accent. But I can totally tell how native you are by the way you say my name. Say my name, say my name. Yes, but so non-native people would say KROWKO, 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 right? They cut it very short, whereas Americans would say KROWKO. They would actually extend my name, KROWKO, Crow, instead of Crow, right? It's not Crow, it's Crow. If you want to be totally American, right? Not everybody wants to, have that, but it's just a little tidbit.
This is my presentation, my introduction about myself.
Again, it sounds a bit scripted. I don't believe that this is scripted, actually, but I think a lot of Vietnamese people, again, they have the tone going up and down, and it actually sounds pretty funny to me, because I understand that they're trying really, really hard, and when they're talking normally, they actually sound better than when they're trying, which is funny, because when they try, they make it sound so dramatic and like funny.
About me, my name is...
It sounds so scripted.
Đức Anh. It means Germany, England in English.
Yeah.
I was born in Vietnam, and my gender is male. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what to say about me right now. Thank you, KROWKO, for having me in your community.
He sounds like a robot, doesn't he? Thank you, KROWKO, for having me in your community. Very cute.
In your family. And your stream is very funny and entertaining. So keep up what you're doing, because you're doing it very great. Oh, and to KROWKO and all the viewers.
See how it just sounds very dramatic, right? Like normally somebody would say, oh, and to KROWKO and all the viewers. This is like, oh, and to KROWKO and all the viewers. It actually sounds a little bit robotic. It's so funny. I'm sorry. It's great. It's just, you have great pronunciation, by the way. Just change your tonation a little bit. Like dial down on the tonation and focus more on the stress, and you'll be fine. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Okay, let's see Alpha.
Hi, Crow and everyone else in Discord. God, I'm not trying to be an Indian guy right now. My name is Alpha. This is an introduction about myself. I'm from Vietnam and a lot of bad things happen around me, maybe. Anyway, my English skill is very bad, so today Crow will advise me how to improve my English. Maybe. I'm trying to draw a fan of her, Crow.
Oh.
But I'm busy and don't have time to draw her. Not really busy, but I'm practicing up my drawing skills, so yeah. I don't have time to watch your stream though. Or maybe I'm not really watching your stream, so yeah, don't be mad at me or something.
What the fuck?
If you have some possible advice or something, I'll watch your stream later or tomorrow. Who knows? Well, I have to go now. And have fun, Crow. You are the best VTuber I ever know.
Oh, that's a lie. What about Antaka? Oh, I'm telling him. Oh, I'm snitching. That's a lie. Antaka's better than me. Again, it also sounds robotic. If you pay attention, you know how robots, they always end their sentences like with a downward thing. So it's like, hello, my name is KROWKO. Like, you know, like that's what they do it. And I think he did that a couple of times.
Myself, I'm from Vietnam and a lot of bad things happen around me, maybe. Anyway, my English skill is very bad, so today Crow will advise me how to improve my English.
It sounds so robotic. Like, today Crow will advise me on my English. Like, it's so robotic, it's so funny.
Maybe. I'm trying to draw a fan of her, Crow. But I'm busy and don't have time to draw her.
It sounds so like the robot from Portal 2. You know what I mean? It's like, but I'm busy and I don't have time to draw her.
Not really busy, but I'm practicing up my drawing skills, so yeah. I don't have time to watch your stream though, or maybe I'm not really watching your stream, so yeah, don't be mad at me or something.
Don't be mad at me. It sounds like I'm mocking him. I'm not. Like, I just figured out how robotic it sounds. But your pronunciation is actually good. You don't have very, very clear Vietnamese accent problems. The only thing that would maybe hold you back is the tonation again, I would say.
Not really busy, but I'm practicing up my drawing skills, so yeah.
Yeah, like just sometimes I would say that, like the way I would say that is, not really busy, but I'm just practicing my drawing skills. But he says, not really busy, but I'm practicing my drawing skills. So, like, suddenly you go really, really down. And that's something that Vietnamese people tend to do. Like, they go really up and then really down. And it makes it really dramatic. Your robotic English is perfect. Thank you. Why'd she sound so perfect? Don't worry, I don't watch the stream. Okay, wow. Wow, I'm so hurt.
Myself, I'm from Vietnam and a lot of bad things happen around me, maybe. Anyway, my English skill...
Yeah, right there. So, English, I guess your heavy sh has to be practiced. I do understand it's super hard to say sh and s together, like English skills. A lot of people struggle with that. They can't say sh and s next to each other. It's a difficult thing. You just have to practice it.
It's very bad, so today Crow will advise me how to improve my English.
Do the robotic accent again. Is it wait, you like it? What? Trying not to be an Indian guy right now. Please read the pinned message. Oh hell, I will change it now. Thinking. Thank you. Thank you. Was that nice? Okay. Alright, next, Dr. Passer. Okay.
Hello everyone, this is
Oh shit, whoa, that hit me hard. Hello. Dang, okay. Is he Asian?
Hello everyone, this is the doctor.
Oh, doctor. Okay. He's either Singaporean or Chinese.
Passer if you need. And
Passer.
Introduction is just...
He's definitely Chinese, bro. Introduction. That is fucking Chinese, okay? Chinese?
I will try to do it in a short one. Just, I'm the doctor and...
He sounds like he's speaking Chinese right now. He sounds like he's speaking Chinese right fucking now.
And if you have anything needed, have some questions for it and you need some suggestion.
Some suggestion? Oh my god. You're either Singaporean or Chinese.
Just tag me in Discord group or just try to find me in stream. And also, sometimes don't try too hard for your life, as you know life always sucks and humans are always stupid, so
what the fuck?
Don't be too harsh to yourself.
Okay.
Wish you guys have a good day, kid. Hello everyone.
I love how Chinese this is. Actually, I really, really like the Chinese accent. It's so recognizable. Hello everyone. My name is Dr. Passer in library.
One day is a doctor,
Doctor. It's so Chinese.
Passer if you need. And introduction is just... I will try to do it in a short one. Just, I'm the doctor and...
That part, I thought he spoke Chinese.
Just, I'm the doctor and I'm here to solve some case, and if you have anything needed, have some questions
Uncle Doctor.
for it and you need some suggestion, just tag me in Discord group or just try to find me in stream. And also, sometimes don't try too hard for your life as
I love this. I think he already knows what he has to change if he wants to speak in an American accent. But I want you to keep this accent, okay? This is so interesting to listen to. I can listen to this all day. Honestly, it sounds like music to my ears. Okay? It sounds great to my earballs. Don't change. Just keep it that way. I love it. Wow. It's so heavily Chinese. It's so great. Earballs. Okay, let me hear this one.
Okay, this is the 5th record that I made for the reading my English speaking. Holy shit. Well, let me introduce myself a little bit. I am DND. You guys can call me D if you want it, or whatever name that you guys come up with. I'm currently 17, still in high school. I am interested in cartoon. I love watching cartoon. I watch a lot of it. I also love watching anime, which is also a cartoon. But yeah, just in case. I love to draw and listening to music, and I'm quite a shut-in person, actually. To talk about the reason why I come to KROWKO is because I'm actually watching videos of her speaking English, and it's actually videos of she teaching Vietnamese. At first thought well, maybe a foreign teaching some Vietnamese. Well, that's absolutely amazing. Then yeah, I just by chance finding you in a billion videos on the YouTube and found interesting in the way that you talked. Well, actually I'm being surprised because you're not actually foreigners because wow, your English is absolutely awesome, and I feel embraced. Like right now I'm feeling embraced because of my own speaking. Actually, damn. Yeah, so because of this, you actually boost me up a lot in trying to speak every day, and yeah, thank you a lot for that, KROWKO. I really appreciate what you did for me, even though you may not know. And also, I have to talk about the people on the Discord. I have to say, I really enjoy talking with you guys. Actually, you guys are amazing. You guys are really talented. You guys like Kwa or Joe or Gree or Cat or anyone's on the server. You guys are amazing. Cool too. Yeah. Also, like, I really enjoy talking with you guys. Okay, I'm hoping maybe in the future we could, I don't know, meet to get have a chat, I don't know, real life chat or real life meeting maybe. But well, today is this is not the time. So yeah, maybe someday. And yeah, that's the end of the record. It's been 3 minutes actually, as long as I expected. But hey, hope you guys doing okay. Hope your day is doing well. And stay safe. Goodbye.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, D&D. Snowy said something that after he said it, I can't stop noticing it. He did have a lot of lip smacking. I can't stop noticing it. Yeah, aside from that, this is a very interesting case. You know why? Because a lot of the parts sounds super nice. Like, very smooth, very native. He was not overly tonal like a lot of Vietnamese or a lot of Asians, but some words were like completely wrong, right? Some words the pronunciation was completely wrong, and I would blame this on the lack of input, meaning he has never heard other people say that word before. So for example, he said embraced instead of embarrassed, right? So it's a completely different pronunciation. Or he said I think he said something like really, or it's not record, right? It's recording. Or
love watching cartoon.
There was like a very specific one that was completely different.
And listening to music is because I'm actually watching videos of her speaking English.
Grammar also has to be improved.
And it's actually videos of she teaching Vietnamese. At first thought like, well, maybe a foreign.
Yeah, that one. So foreign. So it's not foreign, right? It's foreign, or like foreigner. But I totally understand, because what he did, I'm suspecting, he actually has a lot of potential. Like, the way he pronounced things is amazing. He actually has so much potential, and if he just puts in more input, more natural, like native sourced input, he will go so far. Okay, he will reach new heights, right? I totally believe in this guy. But he has to have more input. You can't just rely on textbooks or on spelling, because obviously English is very asshole-ish with its spelling. Like, the word foreign looks like it's supposed to be pronounced forange, right? But it's not. So the only way for you to know how things are pronounced is through input. So my number one advice to you is, you've got the tone down, you've got the stress down, you've got the sounds pronunciation down pretty nice. The only very important thing that I would stress for you is increase your input, increase your vocabulary, so that you know exactly how like words are supposed to be pronounced. Other than that, you're great potential. Good luck, D&D.
The missile knows where it is at all times.
What the
It
fuck?
knows what
What the fuck? Am I in an IELTS like listening chamber right now? You sound like a fucking like listening test recording.
The missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because
Another robot. Exactly.
it knows where it isn't. By subtracting where it is from where it isn't, or where it isn't from where it is, whichever is greater, it obtains a difference or a deviation. The guidance subsystem uses deviations to generate corrective commands to drive the missile from a position where it is to a position where it isn't. In arriving at a position where it wasn't, it now is. Consequently, the position where it is now the position that it wasn't, and it follows that the position that it was is now the position that it isn't. In the event that the position that it is in is not the position that it wasn't, the system has acquired a variation, the variation being the difference between where the missile is and where it wasn't. If variation is considered to be a significant factor, it too may be corrected by the GEA. However, the missile must also know where it was.
What the fuck?
The missile guidance computer scenario works as follows. Because the variation has modified some of the information the missile has obtained, it is not just sure where it is. However, it is sure where it isn't. Within reason, and it knows where it was. It now subtracts where it should be from where it wasn't, or vice versa. And by differentiating this from the algebraic sum of where it shouldn't be and where it was, it is able to obtain the deviation of its variation, which is called error.
There was so much wasn't, isn't. Fucking hell, like, man, that was like a brain melt. Few things I would say. Obviously, he's reading, so he has the same phenomenon where when people read something, they become very robotic. you know? Hope I fried you, but you absolutely did. You absolutely did. Yeah, you have a really nice, warm voice. Could be a narrator, as Matsuya said. You could be on a radio, you know, have a podcast, ASMR. Really nice voice, really warm, cozy voice. I'm 20. Yeah, it is a documentary. Content này hay quá, chị chỉ có định làm hàng tháng để xem mọi người tiến bộ không? Có chứ. Hay ha, để xem mọi người tiến bộ như nào ha. Để ý hay. Chị muốn làm cái này nhiều tại vì có rất nhiều người Việt Nam, nhiều bạn Việt Nam kiểu muốn học giỏi tiếng Anh ấy, và rất là nên học giỏi tiếng Anh đúng không? Và nếu mình giúp được càng nhiều người thì mình càng sướng. Mọi người cũng sướng, mình cũng sướng. Mà kiểu đỡ phải mất tiền đúng không? Đỡ phải mất tiền đi học. Mình học free ở trên này thôi. Mà thực ra thì mọi người xem stream của mình mỗi ngày ấy, tại mình nói nhiều tiếng Anh ấy, thì mọi người cũng đã giỏi tiếng Anh lên rồi. Còn những cái buổi này là để như kiểu gọi là chuyên tâm vào từng người ấy, sau giúp từng người ấy. I think he also has a slight, I think like his accent is slightly Singaporean, but I do sound some, like I do feel like some parts of it was like a little bit British, like maybe he was having some British input, or oh, you are Singaporean. Okay, see, I'm so good, it's insane. Like instead of saying factor, he would say factor, like factor, like that is a little bit British for me, but Singaporeans have something that is really nice, that it's so recognizable, is that they go down on words, right? It's like training manual about missile guidance. Like I can't even do it. Like you guys, like it's so easy to recognize you. Like, are you fuck, how do I say it? Like it goes way down. You know what I mean? Wait, I'm trying to 7 Air Force training manual about, no, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. See, you guys like have such a, I can't do it, but I know when I hear one, I know it. I know the Singaporean accent. It's very specific. It's very recognizable, but I can't do it. Okay, you guys might be the only accents that I can't do, but very nice. Okay. Aside from that, nothing much. You did great. Great voice. Yeah.
Greetings, fellow talent, and Johannes, the Dark Queen,
Oh
the
my
Black Feather Reaper,
Okay.
the God of Midnight.
Okay, you can stop now.
Sama.
Oh,
My
shit.
identity is known as I Swallow Cum, aka Ice. I am a 20 years old graphic design major who's living in the southern part of this kingdom. I like lake chips and Mountain Dew, hate cucumber, and myself. It is an immense pleasure to hear your magnificent voice tonight.
Oh my God.
May I see your feet, Your Majesty?
I love how he's saying insane shit in the most light-hearted accent ever. Let's hear that again.
Greetings, fellow talent, and Johannes, the Dark Queen, the Black Feather Reaper, the God of Midnight, KROWKO Sama. My identity is known as I Swallow Cum, aka Ice. I am a 20 years old graphic design major who's living in the southern part of this kingdom. I like lake chips and Mountain Dew, hate cucumber, and myself. It is an immense pleasure to hear your magnificent voice tonight. May I see your feet, Your Majesty?
Oh my god. Okay, bye Snowy. It's so funny because he's saying the creepiest shit in the cutest voice possible. That is so funny. It's pretty like easy to tell that it's a Vietnamese accent, right? There are many parts in this. Grammar again has to be changed as well.
Greetings, fellow talent.
So it's instead of
And Johannes, the Dark.
Yeah, so I would clarify that instead of your highness. Sounds like vaginas, but I would say your highness. Your highness, you know? Like, make it a little bit clearer.
Queen, the Black Feather Reaper.
See, that... What is that? Is that black feathery? Again, the sound is very difficult for a lot of people, so I understand that.
The God of Midnight.
Yeah, so... midnight, like the way he said that. Midnight. It was just...
KROWKO-sama.
I love when he gets closer to the mic. It gives me such chills.
My identity is known as I swallow cum.
He's so confident about it. But it's sort of funny because when you hear Vietnamese people and the ones who can actually say t will say so much of it that it doesn't, like, his accent would be closer to American accent, right, than to British accent. But we don't say identity, right? We say identity, which is very hard for non-American speakers, I guess, because it's it's very it sounds like it's blurred, but we turn everything to like identity, right, instead of identity. But this is just only for America. I'm saying, like, if you want to go on the route of American, it's identity. If you want to go on British, it's identity, right? So, but the reason why it's so recognizable as a Vietnamese thing is because people tend to orient themselves towards American accent more, but the ones who can say T actually say a lot of T, right? Like more T's than needed.
Hey, Ice. I am a 20 years old graphic design major who's living in the southern part of this kingdom. I like lake chips and Mountain Dew. Hey, cucumber.
I'm so in love with the way he said that. Hey, cucumber. That's adorable. He swallows cum, but he hates cucumbers. I'm smelling sus.
And myself. It is.
That's so funny. This guy's so funny. I'm giving him a heart.
Pleasure to hear your magnificent voice tonight.
He's so close to the mic.
May I see your feet, Your Majesty?
May I see your feet? It's so Vietnamese. Oh my god, that's funny. Nice. I already gave him advice, but he's very funny. Okay. Oh, this is Ion. Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Eon.
Oh, Eon.
Mentally unstable on close stream.
The what? Sorry, what?
Hi, my name is Eon. Mentally unstable on close stream.
Ah, mentally unstable. Okay.
I am 16 and currently residing in Hanoi. A little fact about me: I am a semi-pro in Call of Duty Mobile. I play in tournament against pros and semi-pros. I got my ass whooped a lot, but it's very fun. Give me money, and yeah. Also, I currently learning literature, old Vietnamese literature, for a upcoming test tomorrow. And I recording this instead of learning. I'm gonna fail. Help.
Oh my god. That's so funny. That's very funny. Wait, that's công nhận. I love how this is just like a call for help, a genuine call for help. Okay. Sorry, so again, he has that Vietnamese tonal thing. Everything is too flat. There is no pressure in stuff, right? So it's like, instead of money, it's like money, you know, like money. You make it very flat and equal, and that's not the way. That is not the way, okay? The way is, whatever you stress, you make that a bigger deal, and you ignore the one next to it, right? So instead of money, it's money. I need to only hear mun and then a tiny e. Instead of money, right? right? Okay. Do you know that?
And currently residing in Hanoi.
I love the way you said Hanoi. Like, I think Americans would say Hanoi. Hanoi. This is Hanoi.
A little fact about me, I am a semi-pro in Call of Duty Mobile. I play in tournament.
Yeah, so the tone makes it less natural, right? Instead of saying, I'm a semi-pro in Call of Duty Mobile. That would be the native tone. But he says, I'm a semi-pro in Call of Duty Mobile. Like, it's very upwards. It's very unnatural.
Against pros and semi-pros.
Against pros and semi-pros.
I
Like,
got
it's
my ass whooped.
Whooped.
A
Like,
lot,
it's always upwards.
but it's very fun. It gives me money and
See that? It's very fun. It's very money. Like, it's always up. It's fine though, because he's having a continuous sentence, which is where you would want to have that upwards thing, but it just sounds a bit unnatural when you do it all the time.
also I currently learning literature, old Vietnamese literature for a upcoming test tomorrow. And I recording this instead of learning. I'm gonna fail. Help.
Good luck. I hope you don't fail, but that was so funny. Okay, it's Johan's turn.
I wonder if I might crave your momentary...
Jesus fucking Christ. The energy was so high, I was not ready for that. Okay.
I wonder if I might crave your momentary indulgence in order to discharge a by no means disagreeable obligation which has, over the years, become more or less established practice in government service as we approach the terminal period of the year. Calendar, of course, not financial. In fact, not to put too fine a point on it, week 51, and submit to you with all appropriate deference for your consideration at a convenient juncture, a sincere and sanguine expectation, indeed confidence.
Expectation. That is so Singaporean.
Indeed, one might go so far as to say hope that the aforementioned period may be at the end of the day when all relevant factors have been taken in.
Factors. Right. You see that? So they don't say factor. They say factor. Like, it's almost like they're saying fac, right? Factor. That's Singaporean, my guy. When they go all down, that's Singaporean.
Into consideration, susceptible to being deemed to be such as to merit a final verdict of having been by no means unsatisfactory in its overall outcome, and in the final analysis to give grounds for being judged on mature reflection to have been conducive to generating a degree of gratification which will be seen in retrospect to have been significantly higher than the general average.
What the fuck was that shit? Okay, that last part sounds very nice. Very American, very native. Very good. The beginning, he was like slipping his Singaporean out a lot, but the ending was very good. Let's hear that again.
Satisfactory in its overall outcome, and in the final analysis to give grounds for being judged on mature reflection to have been conducive to generating a degree of gratification which will be seen in retrospect to have been significantly higher than the general average.
Very good. Very amazing. The only thing that I would point out is that he has a Singaporean accent. Aside from that, it's amazing. It's great, as always, as I expect from Johan. Sasuga! Johan-san! Nice. Okay. Your e-boy?
Hi guys, just came across Kyoko's stream. Saw that she's doing this English speaking advice thing.
The king cunt?
Thought to myself that I might want to join. I think that my English is not good enough to communicate with others. Just gonna give you guys a really quick introduction. My name is Weber. I'm 14 years old, and I'm.
You're what? Say that again.
Weber. I'm 14 years old.
You're what? You're fucking 14? Huh?
A really quick introduction. My name is Weber. I'm 14 years old.
You sound 40. Motherfucker. What? 14. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, Lord take the wheel. This is a child. That sounds like a grown man.
And I'm currently preparing for my high school entrance exam.
Oh my god.
Just want to drop Kyoko and chat a message. I really love what you're doing, Kyoko. Your energy always motivates me. And I love the community as well. I love you guys, chat, and I want all of you guys to keep the fire burning.
The what?
That's all I want to say.
Oh, the fire burning.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening. Bye.
You have such a mature
Hi guys,
voice.
just came across Kyoko's stream. I saw that she's doing this English speaking. Hi guys, just came across Kyoko's stream. I saw that she's.
He has a very like Asian thing. So if you hear Yoru voice acting, that's how he say it. Like, hi guys. Like the guy, I can't even say it. Like, coming through. Like it's very Asian. You know the ooh like, or I. It's like, hi guys. Like, it's a little bit weird. It's not hi guys. For Americans, they make that really wide, open, relaxed, long, hi guys, or hi guys, instead of hi guys, like, and then coming through. Like, it's very Asian. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to fucking say it.
Doing this English speaking advice thing. And I thought to myself that I might want to join, since I think that my English is not good enough to communicate with others. Just gonna
No, your English is good.
give you guys a really quick
See that? You guys. Like, it's a little bit weird. It's not guys. It's guys. Like, it's a little bit weird.
introduction.
I think you should relax when you say guys. Relax your mouth. No tension.
My name is Wilbur.
I have no idea if that is Wubber or Wilbur. Right? Because if it's WILBUR, Wilbur, right? So it has to be Will. Like, you have to pay attention to the L, Will, and then Burr, not Wilbur, because it sounds like you're saying Wubber.
My name is Wilbur.
Right? Right? Because I heard Wubber, like WUBBER.
I'm 14 years old, and I'm currently preparing for my high school entrance exam. Just want to drop Kyoko and chat a message. I really love what.
Yeah. So again, he fixed it later.
I really love what you're doing, Kyoko.
It sounds much better. Sounds much better when you slow down and clarify.
Your energy always motivates me.
Very nice.
And I love the community as well. I love you guys, chat, and I want all of you guys to keep the fire burning.
Yeah. When he says R, when he pronounces R, he tends to brush over things a little bit. But
And that's all I want to say. Actually, thank you guys for listening. Bye.
very cute shy laugh. I think you're amazing. Don't say that your English is not good enough to communicate, because it clearly is. Or even if you're not super comfortable, like super confident about your grammar, that's fine, but your pronunciation is pretty good. So don't worry about it. You have great potential. Just relax your mouth a little bit when you sing stuff like guys, and a few more words. Just relax a bit more. You sound great. Don't worry about it. Okay?
Hello, KROWKO and everyone.
Are you like 5 kilometers away from your mic?
My name is Riz. Have a nice day, and been subscribed to your channel for about a month. And I found your channel by pretty much accident. I've been following the trend of the VTuber, maybe you can say, for a while now, and watching a lot of Hololive and Nichi Sanchi V-Social, and I thought, do we Vietnamese have any VTuber? And type on YouTube, and surprisingly your channel show up.
Hey.
It was during some kind of stream, I don't remember.
Ouch.
Yeah, I just want to try and see your opinion about my English. That's all. Yes. Peace.
Oh, that's cute. Let's hear that again.
Channel for about a month, and I I found your channel by pretty much accident. I've been following the trend of the VTuber, as you can say, for a while. I don't know, and watching a lot of Hololive and Nichi Sanchi, V Social, and I thought, do we Vietnamese have any VTuber? And type on YouTube, and surprisingly, your channel show up. It was during some kind of stream. I don't remember.
Okay, so from what I can tell, this guy's voice has E-boy, right? The E-boy guy. He had a problem of being too tense with some of his words, whereas Riz has sometimes his tendency is to be too relaxed. So instead of saying, okay, just rewind this part right here.
It was during some kind of stream. I don't remember.
Yeah, so instead of saying I don't remember, right? I'm saying it in a very calm way. I don't remember. But like, you can still know that it's remember. Whereas what he said, it was a little bit more blurry.
It was during some kind of stream. I don't remember.
Yeah, it sounds like I don't remember, which is a little bit blurry. I would personally make that a little clearer, the M and the B, to make it very clear and native.
Just want to try and see your opinion about my English. And been subscribed to your channel for about a month. And I found your channel by pretty much accident.
Yeah, I think it's good. Just a few.
I've been following the trend of the VTuber.
Yeah, so here's what I notice sometimes with, I guess Asians again, but because English is more of a stress kind of language, we stress on the parts of the sentence that is most important for the context of the sentence. For example, you're saying, I'm following the trend of, right? But somebody who's non-native would say, I'm following the trend of, I mean, the word trend was supposed to be a very important part in the sentence, meaning it was supposed to have stress in it, but that was actually sort of undermined. I guess the stress of that was undermined, and you sort of brushed that off, even though it was a really important part of the sentence. And I would like for you to not rush your sentence too much when it comes to those parts, and I totally understand that. I do that, right? When I speak Japanese and I'm not super confident about something, or I want to get over with something, I rush through it. But if you want to sound more professional and native, you have to stress on the parts that are important in a sentence. Okay, last two, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because it's almost 1 a.m.
Hello, I'm from Hong Kong, and I'm 17, and I just finished my biggest test in like my whole life, and it feels great, I guess, but currently I have nothing to do, so I just play games to kill time.
Nobody could sound more bored than this person.
I just finished my biggest test.
He sounds pretty good.
In like
pronunciation wise.
My whole life, and it feels great, I guess. But
great, I guess. He's so bored.
Currently I have nothing to do.
That confuses me a little bit, because he didn't say I have nothing to do, but he said I have nothing to do. It was a little bit Australian or a little bit British. So, right?
I just play games to kill time.
I don't know, it has a little bit of a British sort of vibe to it. I don't know why. you can explain that to me. But I think you're pretty good at English. Not really anything to change. If anything you have to change is the attitude. You sound bored as fuck. Okay, last one. Last but not least, Eminent.
Hi KROWKO. Hi guys. I'm Eminent, and I'm just joined the Discord server just now to participate in today's stream. So I'm gonna read a small paragraph about language, which is today's stream. And I hope you and everyone who is watching can give me some advice about my accent. So here we go. A language. This article is about human language in general. For other uses, see language disambiguation. A language is a structured system of communication. The structure of a language is its grammar, and the three components are its vocabulary. Languages are the primary means of communication of humans and can be conveyed through speech, spoken language, sign, or writing. Many languages, including the most widely spoken ones, have writing systems that enable sounds or signs to be recorded for later reactivation. That's all. I hope you guys are gonna have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and see you guys later.
It sounds a bit concerning because at the end it sounds like a vehicle was approaching him. I hope you're fine, dude. Maybe that was just your window. But, okay, so a few things that I can highlight. Number one is the same robotic voice. Again, you know, you guys are reading, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say that that's only happening because you're reading. But the ups and downs were really weird, you know? Like, for me, I wouldn't say this writing system part.
A language is a structured system of communication. The structure of a
Right, so it's like, language is a structured system of communication. That's the tone, right? I would say language is a structured system of communication. That is very different from language is a structured, system of communication. Like, yeah, I understand that you were reading, you were struggling to read. That's what happened. You got isekai at the end, yeah. That's what happens when you read. I understand that. But, it's very weird, right? Because what's happening is the stress part of things is confused, but there's more tone. So stress and tone are two different things, right? If you say the word money, or money, or money, or something like that, that's the difference in tone, but both sounds are stressed the same, right? Money or anything. Like, they have the same length and they have the same stress. But a word like money, they have the same tone, but they have the different stress. So stress is on man and it's not on ni, right? So it's very different. His stress is kind of off and his tone is way dramatized. But this is very, very typical of people who read, even with English speaking like natives, right? People tend to revert to that way of speaking when they read.
Language is,
and it's mostly because when you're reading something because you don't know where the reading is going to go, right? You don't know how the sentence is going to end. You haven't read it and learned it by heart, so you don't know where the sentence is going to go, so you don't know what to stress, you don't know what's an important part of the sentence so that you can stress it, you don't know when it's going to end, so you don't know how to raise the tone or lower the tone depending on where it's ending. So that's what happens when people read.
Is its grammar, and the three components are its vocabulary. Languages are the primary means of communication of humans and can be conveyed through speech, spoken language, sign, or writing.
So, because he's reading, he doesn't know what part is important or not. Again, this could be practiced. If you practice talking a lot and you practice reading a lot, you start to catch on. Like, for example, when he was saying of, which is a non-stress word, say that again.
Communication of humans and can be conveyed through its vocabulary. Languages.
So vocabulary, and somehow there's a D at the end there, which is confusing.
Are the primary means of communication of humans.
So as you can see, the of was stressed, even though it's a non-stressor word. So what did he say there again?
And the three components are its vocabulary. Languages are the primary means of communication of humans.
Right, so both ofs were stressed. So I would say languages are the main component of... It's not even of, it's of. Just a very light of at the end. So the main component of human communication, or communication of human. Communication of nif. It's not, it's only if. Okay, I don't ever want to hear you guys say of ever again unless you're stressing on it. Right? For example, fuck. I'm trying to think of an example where you would stress it. Yeah, maybe, let's say, or if you're making a parody of that thing, right? So I can say a sentence, let's say an English teacher is trying to sort of convey the differences between of and about. So the person would say, you don't make a parody about something, you make a parody of something. So in that context, the word of was highlighted because it is an important part of the sentence, that it's like the crux of the meaning of the sentence, that he's trying to highlight the difference between about and of. That's why of was stressed. But in this case, or in most cases, of is a non-stress word. So you only say it as if, okay? Not of. And it goes with every other type of adverb. Is it adverb? No, it's not. It's like I forgot the fucking word, but like in, of, about, over, not really over. Yeah, in, of, about, kind of like that. In as well. It becomes in. It's not in, it's in. Preposition, yeah. So, like, not gonna lie at first. Nobody says like that. Not gonna lie at first. It becomes the like the sound that I told you guys that was super important in English, the sound. That's the sound that you have to know, because whatever word is unstressed, it's going to become that sound, right? At first, it's not at first. At first, I was. It's not I was. I was. So, reading Riz's comment on YouTube, you can see, not gonna lie, at first I was... See that? See what I just did? Not gonna lie, at first I was... I didn't say, not gonna lie, at first I was. That is a very weird way to say it. You gotta shorten the non-stress word. You gotta lower the volume. And you gotta turn it into So, not gonna lie, at first I was, like that. That is still stressed, by the way. Normally I would say, not gonna lie, at first I was... You don't even notice it. You make it very subtle. So that's my advice. Also he said written, which again is not right. You have to say written. So again, like somebody else before, the way to change that is to have more input, to listen to more English sources, so you know how words are pronounced correctly. Other than that, I think you have potential. You can do this. Don't worry about it. I think a lot of people here who submitted their voice recordings did great, and I can see a lot of potential in you guys. And the fact that you even submitted and you're open to criticism, constructive ones, you're seeking for advice, you're trying to better yourself, that is the best attitude. Very proactive, very brave, and you're doing this in front of everyone. So I love that. I admire you guys. I think you will be so good. there is no doubt in the fact that you will improve if you go through with your practice. And yeah, best of luck to everybody. Hopefully, the more I do these types of events, the more I get to see everybody's improvements, and we can just sound American together or sound native together. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and watching. It's nearly 1. My voice is absolutely dead. Hopefully my throat will be okay tomorrow. But that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much. Mwah! Have a great, beautiful night/day, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye. We are preparing for the descent of flight KR-13 into hell. Local time is eternal, and the temperature is hot as balls. Please check around your seats for any personal belongings, especially KROWKO merch available in the link in the description. Please also make sure that your subscribe button is pressed and the notification bell is turned on. Use caution when joining the Discord server, as you may be subject to degeneracy, shitposting, and a very wholesome and loving community. If you require deplaning assistance, please report to the comment sections down below. The captain will be very pleased to assist you. On behalf of KROWKO Airlines and the entire Crow Army crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip. We are looking forward to seeing you again on board in the future. Thank you.